Tonight, questions about a charitable foundation that claims to help retired priests, the elderly, and pregnant women.
It's about how much it collects from donors and how little it reports to the IRS. It's called St. Joseph's Helpers and is run by a married couple in Baton Rouge whose mystical claims have for years been a thorny issue with the Catholic Church. News 2 investigates, and Chief Investigator Chris Nakamoto uncovers a mystic mystery.
The couple is John and Kathy Gable. He's listed as the director of St. Joseph's Helpers. She has made claims that God has given her the power to predict everything from devastating hurricanes to the downfall of Jimmy Swaggart. Her followers buy into it and give the organization big money. Now the Gables and the foundation they run are the target of a federal investigation. This is Kathy Gable.
I have done nothing wrong.
Known by many in the St. Agnes Catholic Church community. Admired by some as a spiritualist, admonished by others as a mystic cult leader who gets visions from God. She and her husband are the people behind St. Joseph Helpers, a tight-knit, close-to-the-vest foundation.
Did you ever hear of me? Now be honest. Have you ever heard of me?
I've heard of you because we've been investigating you for quite some time.
Outside of that, have you ever heard of me?
No, I haven't.
But I've been popular since '97.
For years, St. Joseph Helpers operated out of a residential storefront across from St. Agnes Catholic Church in Baton Rouge. Last month, this property sold and the Gables cleared out. Internal Revenue Service documents filed by the charity showed the organization receives donations and helps those in need.
We don't have a website. We don't ask for money. We give out books, which other people buy.
Each year, nonprofits like St. Joseph's Helpers are required to fill out IRS forms like these. The IRS forms reveal how many contributions the organization receives. St. Joseph's Helpers is an organization that claims to help retired priests and shelter pregnant women. Now, over the course of our investigation, we received 10 years worth of IRS documents. Those documents show a pattern of underreporting by St. Joseph's Helpers. Do you have a history of underreporting your contributions?
Of course not.
But IRS tax records obtained by the News 2 Investigative Unit show a clear underreporting pattern by St. Joseph Helpers. In 2004, the charity listed $5,500 in contributions, but we have a $50,000 donor cashier's check made out to the nonprofit. In 2005, $17,000 in reported income. Another $50,000 check paid to St. Joseph Helpers. In 2009, $15,000 reported to the IRS. Donor checks, $225,000.
We had a very good income, and so I had no problem writing the checks.
While donor names are protected by law, Mary Rita Wish alone has written nearly $500,000 in cashier's checks to St. Joseph's Helpers. Hundreds of thousands more to Kathy Gable or her husband. That's just the bank check receipts she was able to find and show us.
I know for a fact I gave her over $2.5 million. What my family went through, I don't want to see any family go through again. It's pure hell.
Mary Rita Wish was a successful businesswoman who says she and others got caught in a cult-like web run by the Gables. Family members claim Kathy Gable isolated Wish from her family and sucked her bank accounts dry under the guise of helping others in the name of God.
I knew this lady was a scam artist and she was exploiting my mom.
Kathy Gable has a much different view. Did you trick anybody?
I told the truth.
Even though people say that they were conned by you?
Hey, you can't con anybody who don't want to be conned.
Well, it's unclear where the Gables now operate their foundation. They own a house here in the Garden District. This Park Boulevard address is registered with the Secretary of State's office. John Gable is listed as the treasurer of St. Joseph Helpers. The most recent contributions we have are from January of this year.
We don't take donations now.
What is clear is that the Catholic Church has tried to distance itself from the Gables. On at least 2 occasions, the Diocese of Baton Rouge has issued written statements cautioning its faithful about Kathy Gable's spiritual claims. Bishop Robert Munch says he does not acknowledge the claim that reported visions and experiences originated from God, nor are we aware of any Catholic bishop who does. What do you want to see happen to Kathy Gable?
Jail, baby, jail.
The Internal Revenue Service does not comment on its investigations. However, it did send a letter to the Wish family last year saying the Internal Revenue Service has an ongoing examination program to ensure that exempt organizations comply with the Internal Revenue Code. The information you submitted will be considered in this program. At this stage in her life, Mary Rita Wish is on her own mission to make sure that others don't get trapped in similar scenarios. Chris Nakamoto, WBRZ Balance News.
The FBI is investigating but would not comment further.